Hello everyone, welcome back to Rose of Green. And I was just in the middle of transplanting and I thought this would be a good place to start off a video. But I'd just like to show you guys something. I got my testing kits in yesterday. So I'm retesting these ones to see what are female and what are male. And what I'm doing now though is I'm putting them into 1 gallons. I tried out this new stuff called calzyme. It's calcium. And I mixed it way off. I used way too much of it, so I hurt these plants. They were actually looking a lot worse than they look now. They were actually looking terrible. But they're starting to bounce back now. I flushed them out and flushed it all out. So I just thought I'd show you guys transplanting into 1 gallons for now, just until I get the testing back. Like I said, I got the testing yesterday. I sent it out. I did the test real quick and sent them back out yesterday. I didn't have time to film because I only had a half hour to get back to the post office. So I needed to get it out. But I got them here, starting here, transplanting. And I'll just show you guys what I got here for a mix. I got Coco, Perlite, and I put in these 1 gallon jugs. I put in 8 of these of Coco. And then I put in 2 Promix HP. And then I put in half of one of these of earthworm castings. And then the UCAN amendments, I used 2 tablespoons per gallon. So I mixed it all up in here, 12 gallons of it. And then what I do is I'll fill my pots. I'll put a Dixie cup inside there. And then I'll take my Dixie cup out. I'll have a perfect hole to drop my plant into. But I'll reach over here and I've got my Wallace Wow mycorrhizae. That's the stuff I used right there. I've used it for a couple years now and it's awesome. I swear by it. But anyways, I just take a pinch of it and I just toss it in the hole. Sometimes I'll mix it into my soil as well. And then I'll take my plant. It's gonna be a little difficult to do this. Trying to do this one-handed, almost impossible. Good thing we have roots. Then I'll take it and I'll just drop her in there. Take the peg and move that. And that's it. That's all I do to my transplanting. But I'll show you guys here. Once I added that calzyme, I added way too much. You're only supposed to use, I forget what it is. I think it's an ounce per 10 gallons. And I ended up using like 5 grams in a gallon, or not 5 grams, or not a gallon, 5 grams in like a liter. And I wasn't really sure all about it, so I just added a teaspoon into it, shook it up. I didn't think it would be that bad, but yeah, I ended up hurting these girls. So anyway, they're bouncing back now out of it. All the fresh growth is coming up good. I flushed them out and they're doing good. But anyway, there, I'll move on and I'll show you guys the finished results with these girls underneath the light. Okay, so here we are. I brought them in from outside. They're all transplanted now. And I have only 2 of the 3 Sandlight, the Q6W Gen 3s. And I have them dim right down so that I'm only got about 350, maybe 400 ppfd in on these girls. They're going to have a little bit of transplant shock, but honestly, they're looking better right now than they did the other day after giving them too much of that calcium stuff. I got that calcium stuff figured out now. I did all the math, so I'll be giving it the correct amount now. But yeah, anyway, they're all they'll be doing good there. In a couple days, they'll bounce back. And then hopefully within the next 10 days, I'll get the testing back, and then we'll get rid of all the males. I'm thinking this one here is a male, that one back there is a male, this one's a male, this one's a male, and possibly this one. And the reason why I'm thinking that is because usually your males, they'll grow a little bit taller, a little bit more lengthy, because they're trying to get up and above the females. and that's how they just do it in the nature to pollinate, right? They want to be above so they could drop their seed all over the female. So that's why I'm thinking those ones are males, but I could be wrong. I got rid of the other two. I had two other ones that made it, but those were also tall, so I just figured they were males and I tossed them out. But anyway, we'll take another look at these in a couple days there after they bounce back, and then yeah, right now I just thought I'd get this part of the video done for you guys, just so you weren't missing anything in between. And yeah, so I got to get the temperature up in here. It's 19 degrees Celsius right now. I'm gonna want it in here about 25, and we'll see how the humidity does and everything else. But anyway, guys, let's get on with the rest here. Okay, so here we are on the outdoors. They are getting huge. You can see they're getting real big, nice and round. This one here in the back, that's the clone, and she's really giving her. She's hit 5 feet now. And the others, yeah, they're actually probably all almost 5 feet. No, this one here is probably 4 feet. But yeah, they're all getting there now. And I'm just doing some defoliation. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing there. But anyway, I'll show you guys where I started here. I started just by cutting holes so I could get in there, but I already started on this one just to show you base, what's happening. And that's what they look beforehand. So I'm going to, just thought I'd show you guys these things. I'm not feeding them anything, still not feeding them anything. They're still running off of the super soil. That's it, that's all. And water, dechlorinated water. That clone is my favorite. It's the biggest one right in front of me right here. But anyway, let me get on with some defoliation, and then I'll show you guys, show you them afterwards. Okay, so I already started on the other side, but I just wanted to show you guys the type of stuff that I'm removing. You see this here? It's attached down there. It's never gonna make it to the top, so I remove that. Then I remove it, and then everything's small in here like this. All of that small stuff is what I remove out of here. Leaves, little shoots that will start growing again. This here, I just get rid of all of that. So it's just, see that there? That's gonna just absorb the energy that could go to the top. So I'll get rid of that. And this here, sorry, it's hard to see. This here, oops, you kind of want to cut them so you're not shredding your plant. But yeah, anyway, I'll just go on removing everything like that. As you can see, I cut holes. I just cut the squares out, then I filed these down. I did cut myself, so I had to file them down more. But just everything's small, like this here. See that? That's never gonna make it anywhere, so I would just remove that. Along with a couple leaves, and then some, here. Some of these fan leaves I'll just remove, but that there too. So as you can see, it's starting to get cleaned out a bit. We got another one down here. It's never gonna make it anywhere, so I'm gonna cut that off. And that's it. Then I'll just go on removing stuff like this. So I'll go on and I'll finish these off, and then I'll show you guys them, what they look like afterwards. I wanted to show you something else here too. Like, you can see how small this one is here. How small this one is here. But I'm gonna leave that because it can still grow up. But something lower I would remove, like that. Or like this here. That, getting rid of that. So all stuff like that. And you can see there's some small ones. These actually make it to the top. But I just want to give you an example of that. This one here is just about done. She's nice and cleaned out. You get some airflow in there now. Okay, so here we are. We are done. I'm done defoliating all these girls here, or lollipopping them. You can really see how cleaned out they are in there now, how thinned out it is. I went up about halfway the plant, just taking off stuff. This one as well. It's all cleaned out. I go about halfway up, and I just take off stuff like this that's not gonna make it. Yeah, I could have cut clones with that, but that's not what I'm here for. The purpose of this is for better airflow and to put all of the growth into our stems and stalks. That's what we want. We want all of the energy to stop growing this small stuff here, and we want it to go into the tops and into the main branching, strengthen them up, grow bigger, grow better buds and everything else. This one's the one that was potted a little bit higher, so that one looks super clean. And usually I take off about a third while I'm lollipopping outdoors, guys. This year I only went with about a quarter worth of material, so like a quarter worth of plant material I took off this year. So I didn't want to go much more than that because they're kind of low rider plants. I trained them different this year. I trained them to be nice and low and bushy and big. And yeah, but anyway, guys, I got an Instagram account. Check it out. It's Rose of Green 420. That's it. That's all. Rose of Green 420. Go there. I post a lot of stuff on there that I in between YouTube videos and whatnot, so you'd probably really like it. So go check it out. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this video. I hope you enjoyed the update. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.